good, boys? We haven't missed a day of like streaming for such a long time. It feels like a cursed event. The fact that we in fact did miss a day. Yes. But hot damn, my boys, what is good? Let me zoom in with this so you guys don't just looking at Garbo. No, down. That is much better. Okay. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, wait. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so good to see you. How are all you? Damn. First of all, I just dawned on me yesterday that this is our only week to do the prep stream for like a month of streaming nonstop, essentially, which snuck up on me, especially after getting cold.
Said, "Don't worry, we're gonna make up that one day without month of streaming."
It's true. That is true. I was about to say, I thought you were going to be like, we're going to make up that one day. And I'll be like, fuck, am I on the hook for doing 4 streams this week? But, yes, we will probably be, like, I'll be honest. There's, like, Wuthering Waves was just something that I decided because it's just a game that's kind of light. It's just something we can have in the background. What we are mainly going to be doing probably for these 3 streams is just debating on what we should cover, essentially. I really do think on the list right now, I like the idea of a first-person Elden Ring-ish adjacent playthrough. We'll see how it goes. I like the idea that Cat gave us, which is we could do a Skyrim VR like mod pack playthrough of some kind. Now that I have a much better PC, that should go a lot better. Which that should be fun. A lot of work though. Both those 2 things. Those 2 things require me to look at watch a couple videos probably for 2 days or a day probably. To understand how to download said mods. I'll probably have to sign up for Nexus Premium. It should be fine. It should be fine. But, ladies and gentlemen, how are you? I do think, maybe it's not today, but I think maybe it's tomorrow. But if anybody didn't get their hands on the Shorekeeper, the event is coming to a close. In fact, it's already gone. You've lost the choice. But I built back up to 220, so there's that money. And yeah. And yeah, also, I'm mostly better, by the way. I said slightly better. It's just because I have this, like, dryness in my chest that, like, feels like I still got a cough. Like, I still have the urge to want to cough without needing to cough.
Lone Syndicate said we only 20 days away from Camellia.
Only 20 days, man. And also, guess what? Guess what, dude? Check this shit out. Also tells you how much I'm enjoying this game a little bit. Where is the backpack? There it is. I am ready for Camilla unless the goddamn devs do some bullshit to me. We got 65 of this material. We got all of the other versions of it in 50s plus, which is what you need to level up a character max point. And I got, you need 46 of these in order to level up Camilla to the max point. And the only thing I'm slacking on a little bit is this fucking thing right here. 10 of these things. You need like 20 or 26 of them bastards. Anyways, a little bit shitty. I have too much of everything else. I didn't really realize that what she took. But I'm ready to full send Camilla as soon as we get her. Day 1, unless they change shit. In that case, fucking damn it if they do that shit. Also, shout out to Fluff getting his sleeping schedule maybe possibly back on track. Well, we missed him dearly. I'm happy that he could be back. Possibly. Who knows? Ugh. Lone says, what's up, Grim?
G-Red said, glad you're feeling a bit better, Grim.
Thanks, Red. I appreciate that very sweetest thing I've heard all day. Thank you. I am feeling like, dude, I haven't gotten the shit kicked out of me like that in forever. I have always been one of the...
said, as a reminder, 1.3 for Z's comes out on November 5th.
Lone Syndicate said, are you going for the weapon or Constellation's Grin?
We're going for the weapon. We always get one character and one weapon. We rarely do the Constellation thing in this game. Not that I couldn't, but that I don't know what's happening after her. Like, if it's Scar, then I'm like, shit. But I've heard people say Scar is going to be, like, 2 updates later, I guess. So, yeah. I fucking got, like, spit on this. I don't know what it is. I was like, dried mouth goo? I don't know what. Sick problems? I don't know.
McFluffican said for any co-op days of non-stop stream November, Gunfire Reborn plus DLCs, or Wayfinder 1.0.
So yes,
Atlas is still ambiguous whether or not it will release in November.
We will need to do a lot of talking and debating, like of what we actually are going to do, because it's... I do like the idea... how do I put it? We have to math this out, because like Raid said, it's like, do you just reminder, 1.3 is ZZZ's November 5th, whatever. Like so like 1.3 for Zenless Zone Zero will be on November 5th. So things are happening. Same thing with Withering Waves. So we need to prep for that. And I like the idea of, but I like the idea of like for 1 week we have one focus. I just always have enjoyed that, and it lets us like get deep into something rather than always being surface level of everything and kind of, yeah, I want to get into some stuff. I like the idea that Fluff gave us the thing is like Gunfire Reborn. I don't know, like if we're playing that for a week straight, basically like every day for like 2-3 hours. I don't know if by this final day I'll be like, kill me. It's too much, you know? Whereas Wayfinder might be a little bit more interesting. And again, that
McFluffican said 1.3 for ZZZ is Yanagi first, I believe, so lighter won't be until the end of the month.
I might be able to, so I might end on Zenless. Although I would like to do one of the, like whenever Camilla is here, I would like to kind of go whole hog into that. But we're 20 days away from that, so that'd probably be like the second to last push a video game. I'm not sure, because also there's a fucking giant, I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it though. I think there's like a giant Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter West, whatever the hell it's called, the sand game. There's like a demo, or like a beta, sorry, happening with that. So part of me is like, should like we get into that maybe? I feel like everyone's going to be going balls deep, so I feel like we'll drown. Whereas the Elden Ring first-person mod, I think...
Lone Syndicate said 1.3 live stream is tomorrow.
This is a live stream, though, right? Hopefully we hear good things. Also, Kat says, hey, Lone, it's just meant, it wasn't meant to be. What was meant to be? Also, let me catch up on everything. I am doing oh, you know, you're doing Mad Cat. Wow, what happened? As I got oh no, Ken, I was gonna ask. Oh no, I was so hoping to get an update, and it was a bad update. I've already wanted to be like, fuck that bitch, but I'm like, that's not toxic as well. Oh man, Kat, too good for her. Let me tell you, okay. You're too good for her. I meant to say, not like you, like she's too. Sentences structure is important. You are feeling better. I'm feeling a little bit better, but now I'm feeling worse. But I don't want you to. I don't want to condition you not to tell me the truth. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great, especially now that you just told me that unfortunate news. Apparently, I'm a sick fuck. So yeah. Yeah. Just to wrap up what I was going to say about that. I have not been sick like this in like 4 or 6 years. 4 or 6 years. I think 4 years probably. I just remember like 4 years ago, or not 4 years. I remember a little while ago. My parents got sick really bad, and I was just like,
McFluffican said in regards to Gunfire Reborn, average runs for me can take up to 2 hours, so it could be a one-off co-op stream to break from tedium.
That's not bad. And we might try to do like 1 week of chaos of like, it's just everything all at once, different types of things, so it has any, you know, guiding light. Yeah. Cat says, you're too kind, Graham. Happy your chest isn't killing you anymore. Well, it's funny you say that, Kat, because the only thing that's left, it's still kicking my ass, is my chest. My nose is okay a little bit. We'll probably get fucked up in this stream because I'm talking and I don't know what it is, but like I can't have the dust around me because I'm normally just like a still person, I guess. So my sinus is probably start kicking my ass, but everything else is pretty fine. But my chest, I have like this kind of like, this is how my chest feels. That's how my chest feels, but it doesn't sound like that. But that's the feeling of breath. Does that make sense? Like a Dementor or something, you know? But hey, outside of that, just little tiny nonsense thing, yeah. In regards to Gunfire Reborn, otherwise, I recommend Wayfinder more since you haven't played. Yeah, Wayfinder sounds like a good breakup of the medium. Yeah. I'm not sure what else. Also, guys, in the height of my disease-ridden body, I made a very irresponsible purchase. And oh god. It wasn't the worst I could have done, but it was still bad considering it was expensive based on US dollars. Ha! But we'll see. Also, what a good idea to buy something that requires tons of time of exposure to get good at it whilst you are about to do a month of just streaming non-stop. What a good idea. I know. What have fun. Was it a choice to be made in the heat of sickness? Anyways, regret nothing. Anyways, I digress. Let us start. Honestly, Camilla. Oh no, that's the only thing I kind of have to still do. We got events to do. Let's do events. What the hell is this? I don't know. Let's go over there. Also, Red says, I'm still distracted and busy with Cyberpunk, honestly. The game is massive, lol. It is most certainly one of those games I can't stop playing and then think about playing. You think about playing when you're not playing it. What do you call it? Cyberpunk, to me, is very much like The Witcher, where I'm like, it's like the anime list, but like the video game list, where I'm like, I can think about myself playing it right now, and I'm on cloud 9, but instead we're here playing this game. But yes, I still am enjoying this game. But I will say, like, to me, it is weird how you convince yourself to like not do nice things for yourself because you're like, Again, I want to play Cyberpunk. I will say, Cyberpunk to me, I think would be a game that I would like drop everything to play. If there was like a mod that gave you like a fake ending, like how it should have ending, because there's nothing about the game that, for at least me, wants to grind it, even though it is the most, it's like out of all the games ever, it is my MO. It's an open world game. It's kind of like what Bethesda should be as far as like them evolving and becoming like not just, doing the same tricks essentially. But the idea that you do everything and your reward is basically, guess what, bitch, you still die. And the world is nightmare hell, and you just live in it. Is to me, I'm like, well, what the fuck? I'm gonna it doesn't make me want to exist in the world at all if I know that like shit's awaiting me around every corner. There's no good ending to Cyberpunk, is what I'm saying. So if there's like a canon ending that like some weird AI voice generated Panam ending where your fucking character or some shit and Johnny Silverhand saves your ass from the brink, then yes, then I'm locked in. But even then, on the back of my head, I'll know it's not canon, and I'll be like, yeah. So yeah. Why would it have been impossible for them just to be like, fuck it?
11,234 said there's happy endings.
There is not a happy ending. Every ending dies. The only ending that is less shit is the one where like you go into fucking stasis sleep for 4 years and you leave behind the love of your life and it's just a fucking mess. The only one that's like the slightly good one is because it doesn't kill you, and I guarantee it's going to probably be the canon ending. It's probably the ending where you basically have to be nice to Johnny for like the entire game and then like look off into this weird fucking distance thing, and then you basically like siege the corporate place, and then you have like you and Panam fly off in the distance and you're like, we're looking for a cure, but like there's no resolution, and if you find the cure or if you don't just die, it's like 6 months later. But I could see that being one of the things where it's like, oh my god, he survived with Panam because that other bitch is just awful. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. Let me catch up on everything. Cyberpunk is so damn fun. It is, but I find it so hard to get invested in a game where choices matter, where the world reacts to you, and ultimately for like the brilliant people at CD Projekt Red to be like, oh, because we've come up with some stupid dumb tagline of like everyone dies a monster in Night City or lives to become a legend or some stupid shit. We're gonna say, oh, all that choice you made, all the effort, the fact that you're a literal walking like warhead, like tank monster person who's killed like the greatest assassins and monsters in the city completely. Oh, by the way, brain bugs kill you. You just die. Because in a game where that choice is everything, turns out the ending is where choice means nothing. Actually, great, and that's a good idea. What a good idea. Where, hey, by the way, no matter what choice you have, you still end up dead. Or maybe possibly not dead, but still probably a high likelihood dead. Dumb. Dumb nonsense. Makes me not want to play the game. I love the game. I played a little bit of it.
No spoilers.
Bullshit. Spoiler. I'm going to spoil all of it. I'm not going to spoil all of it. But I didn't want to give a reason to why I find it hard to... Also, who the fuck hasn't heard anything about Cyberpunk? It's like one of the most... If you see YouTube shorts about everything, it's also has such a controversial ending. If you did know that, you're amazing. Yeah, I don't know what's been happening to you, but that's incredible. Raid says, "Oh yeah, has anyone heard of Wind Blow? It's a game. I feel like I'm walking into like a blow, like wind blow these balls, some shit. Some one of those. It's a game made by the devs of Dead Cell. I have not heard about it. Interesting, Red. Dead Cell is one of those games I hear, like looks awesome, but I don't know why. Ori and the Blind Forest did something for me as far as like I have to do it, but I don't know if I can get into another one of those games without the help of like a very wholesome little sad spirit animal thing. The quests are tier up from the base game. It says, I have the Ultimate Edition cat, and yes, I have all the DLCs. I still early Act 2 though. Fluff says, majority of my suggestions were whether you want to do co-op stream days. Otherwise, the first person Elden Ring, routine Wuwa and Zenless as desired /next. Yeah, I don't really want to do. I mean, I think this is our opportunity.
Said Windblown is a top-down co-op roguelike, so it's a bit more like Bastion or Hades, but with friends.
Oh, it's a top-down rogue. Okay, I see. What do you call it? That's what I was gonna say. To me, I feel like this is also our opportunity to do like this month of streaming to kind of get into stuff. I don't.
G-Red said I have avoided spoilers for all these years.
That's crazy. That's wild. I'm sorry, Red. I won't spoil anymore, but heaven help you. I mean, I've already said everything. So unless you just blacked out for 10 minutes, I've done damage. I apologize. I once again, I mean, it's tough. It's one of the things that I can't feel anything towards a little bit because it just doesn't make, yeah. Like, I can't be the bad person in this because the game's been out for like fucking 4 or 5 years at this point, maybe. And I don't know if it's the right call is to be like, you can't talk about the ending because we'll not talk about the ending. But it's just one of those things that I'm like, I don't know. I feel like you can say spoilers within 2 years, but if it's 4 years or something, maybe I think Cyberpunk's old as fuck now. I think we're just like, time is flying and we're all getting old and we're going to die one day and it's just moving too fast. But anyways.
G-Red said mostly what you said I am far enough into the story to understand and not be spoiled much.
Okay, good. At least I haven't done damage. Alright. A majority...
Fluffican said Witcher 3's 10th anniversary is next year and Cyberpunk's 5th.
5th? Yeah, 5th. Fuck, dude. Cyberpunk's 5 years old, dude. It just sucks. It just, like... I feel like that is, I can vividly remember the us talking about it on stream, and how everyone was like, "Are you super excited for this game?" And I was like, "Yeah." I just feel like it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna hit the hype that people are hoping for, and it didn't. And then it did, weirdly enough. Yeah, it had a No Man's Sky moment, which was nice. Oh, but that's what I was gonna say. I think we have a moment with the month of streams to kind of
Lone Syndicate said, I'm doing the Black Swords quest now.
Ooh, get into it, enjoy it. It's actually just fun based on getting around and clicking on stuff. Also, goddamn, everyone's dressed in latex shit. Whew. Wild. Infinity Battle Simulation. What is this? It's a new event where there's gems to be had, and I'm just gonna say, you know what? I get it all. I get all that. Something that Wuthering Wave, or sorry, Zenless doesn't let you do. It's just say you know what? I don't want any dialogue. I don't want anything actually, and it doesn't let you. It lets you skip things, kind of. Still kind of delayed, but this game just lets you be like, none of it. I don't want any of it. Cat says, my suggestion, Red, as someone who's served with the game. I have 300 plus mods installed. 300? Have you actually downloaded a mega mod pack, or is that just hours and hours of you just scrolling and being like, that one, scrolling that one? What percentage is not from a very particular kind of website? Okay. I did have 90 mods, but I narrowed it down to 900 mods, but I narrowed it down. Jesus. Windblow is a tabletop roguelike one that had it down based on a Bastion and stuff like that with friends. I have avoided spoilers for most of these years. Yes, the what Fluff said. It also came into early access today. Ah, I see. I mean, mostly when you said I am far enough into the story to understand and not be spoiled. Witcher's on its and it's on its last. Witcher's on its, which is also one of those games I want to go back and play. Like I said again, to me though, I really want to like. There's not a game that I want to mod more than The Witcher though. Like the Cyberpunk, I already find is like cool enough. Like I feel like most of the mods I can think of that I'd want are like tweaks to things how I just wish they were scaled better. But The Witcher, I'm like, I don't know. The Witcher has a lot of combat stuff where I'm like, I'm not into this as much as I was hoping I'd be, you know? Anyways, but like I said, for whatever we decide for our month-long stream kind of objectives, I do think we have an opportunity to kind of have like a unique week of this, you know? So like, again, I like the idea of us doing the Elden Ring idea. I should make sure I like look at that before I keep bringing it up because I don't know how complicated it's going to be. So I want to do the Elden Ring first person mod and just like sink into that hell for a couple streams for a week essentially and see how we can go with that. I think also the clips that come from it will be awesome. We are kind of still, it sounds weird, but we are a VR channel despite me motion sick as hell and having an old ass headset. We are considered that, weirdly enough. So I would like to do some VR content, and the idea that Kat said, where we should, or where we could do like a Skyrim VR, which by the way, I had such a fun time doing. You guys might be getting Discord messaged by me though, just to give you a heads up, because I like when I downloaded like a mega mod pack for Skyrim VR, and I didn't want like 2 of the mods, which was like infinite fast travel, or no, sorry, like super limited fast travel, which I just hate. Like I don't want to play this game forever. I can't like not. It's too much. I can handle like eating food every now and again. I can like mod in some food.
Lone
That's
Syndicate said Star Rail update lost the 50-50 on Rappa, and I'm sad about it. Thought about dropping $200 on her, but then I thought I still on the fence about getting Yanagi, and Camellia is also coming, so decision.
Don't. Just don't. I don't know Star Rail. Do you still play Star Rail like religiously still? Goddamn, Lon, you're playing like 3 gacha games? Poof. $200 to drop on a thing that was wild. And all I know is that $200 I feel like is going to easily get you everything you'd want and more in Wuthering Waves, and I don't know about Zenless, but Wuthering Waves will be enough, so Camilla will come home. But hot damn, man, that doesn't sound $200 just seems like a lot. I say it as someone who spent a little bit more than that, but anyways. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, the mod pack. I wanted to download like a bunch of VR Skyrim mods, and I still have the one that's like the fairly optimal, so you can still have pretty high frame rates. And I want to do that, but I'll have to message one of you guys. I think Kat was telling me that he might know how to do it, where like you have to go into Mod Organizer, you have to disable the mods you don't want, and maybe download like the companion mods that I think I want, but I also don't want the game to break, so maybe we should just chill. I did that last time. I think I also might have conflicted with shit. And then I'll need to like reformat the thing that formats the mods in Mod Organizer, because that's like, in order to unequip this mod, I had to like unequip this other mod, and that mod said like the mind of the Mod Organizer, like if you disable this, everything breaks. So I'll need to message you guys and be like, how the fuck do I do this? Pretty quick. So yeah. That if we do the Skyrim thing, which sounds fun, I could also figure out some weird, I don't know. Who the fuck? I hate people. I just hate people so much. They're like, hey, guess what we'll do? This, you know what's fun? What a great idea. We'll make a mod, have every mod you could possibly want. But then, we'll make, what is this also? What are we doing? Let's also make it like a living hell to where you have to like travel by foot. In a VR game, which is already plenty immersive.
Star Rail off and on I've been playing a lot recently because Rappa I was looking forward to. She looks so cool and badass. She's a rapping Galaxy Ranger ninja graffiti artist.
Ooh, does sound pretty cool. A rapping, yeah. What is with Mahoyo getting into like rap and like hip hop subculture and shit like that? Especially with the last thing that they had. Seemed like this. Once you obtain certain number of buffs, you can unlock the high capacity variables. Got it. All right, I'm gonna just. I hope we don't need to think to play this. All I see is that there's a ticking timer, and it drives me nuts. Run! Also, man, the Shorekeeper is way more complicated. I'm almost certain I'm playing her poorly. Because, yeah, you need to, like, do all this kind of weird shit in order to do correct things. Like, I think you need to switch to her in her ult and activate, like, 6 different types of, like, charge. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna... Nah, this is a waste, but fuck it. Boom! Total waste, actually. Oh my god, and there's so many little tiny guys. We'll pop.
McFlufferkin said Rappa also had a trailer song by a longtime favorite Japanese artist, Real.
Ooh, nice.
She's even had a collab with Mori Calliope from HoloLive.
Cool. That's cute. Let's pop this just cuz. Go into this, we'll pop. Boom. Boom, 50-some K. Not bad. Don't know what kind of buff we're getting, but hot damn. Yeah, we need to like see how it's turned yellow, like it was orange, or purple, sorry, and that turned yellow. I don't know what that does. It's giving me some buff. I don't know if it gives me the buff or what, but crazy weird shit. It's also probably level 1, so it's probably not particularly hard, but I imagine you can get buffs and make it easier.
Lone Syndicate said, but if Genshin has taught me anything is if I'm only playing the game to get characters and not actually playing the game, I shouldn't spend money on it like the last character I got has even been.
Amen, brother. Amen. Good. That's the most wisdom I've seen in a while, Lone. Very true. I will. By the way, I was so sick that I forgot to do. I forgot to do my daily grind in this game. I haven't missed my daily grind in this stupid hellhole for a while. Yeah, I say that. I actually very much enjoy the game still. I just feel like it feels right to say. You know, when you're playing a game for like sub a year and a half or some shit, you're like, fuck this thing. It takes so much of my time. Bop, bop, and then bop. Oh, damn it. This. One of these. And back to you. Easy breezy. Did we do good? I don't know. I'm not even sure what the event we're doing is, but hey. I think it's like run around and get buffs and kill things. It's, yeah. Are these all unlocked?
Red said, I've been saying Hoyo is actually a music company disguised as a game company for ages and nobody believed me, lol.
I wouldn't have disagreed with you. I'm not sure if I would 100% agree. I'm not sure there's enough evidence. I would say that they're definitely like... MiHoYo feels like a company that is in...
Lone Syndicate said, so I guess I'll probably not get Rappa and just play Star Rail casually off and on like I have.
Yeah, and see if you got that spark to you, and if you got that spark to you, then boom. Because there's sometimes shit that pops up in these games, Lone, where you're like, she's coming home no matter what. And that doesn't seem like this. You know what I mean? As much as she's cool, I don't know if she is that cool. To where your brain's just like, nope. Burn the bridges, my wallet's done, you know? But I was going to say, MiHoYo to me seems like a company that wants to do anything besides make video games. Like, they're like, I want to make anime, K-pop, VTubers. Like, I think they're just locked into that, but they fucking hate video games sometimes. I think the Zenless
McFlufferkin said, I've mostly stopped playing Wuwa. Most of the characters and gameplay loop hasn't resonated.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Ha! I just think I didn't get that. I was on autopilot, but that's funny. Yeah, no, I think everyone has their version of it. Like, I liked Genshin's loop quite a bit. Like, I shouldn't say I liked. It just became... It's weirdly like my cozy game. Like, some people play Stardew for hours or Minecraft, and to me, I'm like, maybe. I think it requires too much brain power, though. Like, you still have to plan out where the hell you're going to build your house and, like, shit like that, you know? Whereas this game, it's like, you have things that you need to do, and I'm like, okay. And then, like, every time you check that off the list, you'll feel slightly better. And I'm like, no, that went away, like, pretty fast. And I'm like, all right, well, you can do them while listening to podcasts so your brain's somewhat activated, so you're not just bored, like, sitting there looking at nothing or listening to two people have a conversation, which makes you kind of, in general, kind of weird. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, sure. That's something, I guess. Also, dude, I am eating good. Let me tell you, when it comes to Streamland, I have like fucking, 40 hours worth of content to watch from my,
Lone Syndicate said I would probably be more into Star Rail if Z's and Wuwa weren't not as cool and more interesting.
I agree. Yeah, well, yeah, I also think it's just like, yeah, man, like to me, I don't know, again, I think Star Rail was always, I considered it not because I liked the gameplay necessarily, but because it was like a game that I enjoyed and had similar components to gacha games that I enjoyed. But I never would have preferred the gameplay that's like RTS style where like you get a turn and then I get a turn. I never preferred that. So to me, when we did get Zenless and we did get Genshin, I'm like, holy fuck, I haven't even thought about Star Rail. Like, you couldn't get me to play Star Rail. I mean, because I thoroughly am enjoying both of these. But again, people might be different. Also, what am I doing? We should probably do something productive. I keep kind of... I don't want to keep doing the event because it's not... it's still got, like, days to be completed, so I'd hate to get in the rhythm of doing it all and understanding how it functions, only to then be like, and pause. You have to wait 2 days to continue. And I'm like, kill yourself. I hate you. Oh... Lone says, so I guess probably...
Lone Syndicate said I'll have to show you Rappa probably during our hangout stream.
Hit me. Hit me now if you want. I can look it up. Let's look at what the hell Rappa is all about. Probably should want to face cam, sorry. Also, do you guys want to know something amazing?
Raidnade said I also really like the team building portion of Star Rail.
Yeah, that could be good too. I could see there being like satisfying things, kind of like in the same way that like a Civ or any of those games are, where it's like satisfying to look at. Like you're like, oh, I go over here and build up this little community, and I go over here and I build up this, and I'm making more money every day, and it's satisfying by that. Trailer. Who is Rappa about? Ooh, cute. Pretty fucking cute.
Lone Syndicate said true team building in Star Rail is a lot more intricate.
Yeah, I bet it gets crazy. Because I think that, like, I mean, I don't mean to be pick on Star Rail, but like to me, that what else is there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like half the like most of the game is you setting up your pieces to be as strong as humanly possible, and then being like, go, and just waiting for it to happen. So there, if that, yeah, it's not like Genshin where like you're trying trials of the Abyss or whatever over and over again, right? Or like questing for so long. It's kind of like, no, most of the game is like you watching stuff happen, whether it's story or something like that. Not that there's not like some element of you doing stuff. It's just like compared to these other games, I don't think it's a competition. Cool monkeys. This is definitely a style thing within like Japan, which is like, it's funny because like there's hip hop in the West, which is like big old ass shaking crazy.
Lone Syndicate said best part of Star Rail, I can put that shirt on auto and do something else.
Yeah. Again, it's hilarious that they're like, thank God this game makes me not play it as much. It's kind of hilarious, but yes. What do you call it? But yeah, it's funny how Japan has made this kind of like a weird, I don't even know what to describe it, but it's super bright. I like it more probably than the West, but I'm just, I don't want to be, very weeb thing to say, I guess, but yeah. Cute monkeys. Oh, that's what I was also gonna say. I'm eating good as far as content goes, because Sea-Dog just had his fucking like bazillion hour streams for RV, and I've always enjoyed watching those as background noise. So yes, cute monkeys. I mean, I like the look that she looks like she's wearing like a hat. I don't know if her horns are legit, if she's like an Oni thing, but man, pink hair is a hard sell in like the anime community, because it's just another lady with pink. What's his pink hair? You know what I mean? The cool hat. The hat's cool though. I like the hat. It almost looks like a motorcycle cap. And of course, they gave her like the thong strap line things.
Lone Syndicate said GRINN, look up the gameplay trailer for her.
Yeah, I'm not. It's cool. It for whatever reason it hasn't locked me. It hasn't locked me in. It's cool, but not that cool, you know? Let's see. A gameplay trailer in the back. Let's see what it's all about. Again, I don't hate it. It's not like for instance, Camilla. I see multiple things that are like, oh, her hair changes. Oh, she's like fucking swinging from a rope constantly. Like, oh, there's things about it that she's like tying herself up and like sitting there idly. Like, that's fun. This is just like a punk rock girl, which it's something, but it's just not compared to the Camilla, which has like 18 things on top of each other. This thing is just one thing, which is like cool punk rocker girl, which I love. We love a tomboy here, boys. Especially one that's rocking all kinds of shit. I don't know what her weapon is. Is it 2 little blades? Shit. Ooh, it's a glaive. That's kind of fire. Glaive. Also weird choice. It's like a glaive daggers and stuff. Who that guy is. Who's him? The monkey thing keeps throwing me for a loop. I guess it's because they're in like a fucking amusement park or some shit. I don't know, but yeah. I'm not as excited. That dude looks fucking cool. Again, every time I see a character, I'm like, very cool, and then I realize most of the gameplay will be like, all right, they're doing things. And I'm like, all right, I can't do anything with them, you know? I don't know if this is the gameplay trailer, but it is a trailer. It probably isn't a gameplay trailer, but hey. I did think we get a gist that she has the little tiny glaive and whatnot. It's very cool. It's very cool. It's not nearly, I think it's a B+ tier cool. You know what I mean? The motherfucking grin, says Cat. What happened, Cat? What? I imagine you walked away. Cat burst through the door. What's good?
Lone Syndicate said no a gameplay trailer, but good anyway.
Good, yeah. It still gave you, I think, an idea of what it was. I have no idea what to, like, I don't even know what to expect when it comes to a gameplay trailer for the game. Also, this is amazing where they're like, here's this cute event where, like, you can roll the slot machine and get something. And it's like, you have to keep rolling the slot machine until you get all of the rewards. So I mean, you can get it earlier, I guess. But yeah, here we go. Ooh, so close. Let's go here. We have to do all these tiny little events. Is that right? I think so. Talk to this guy. Hello, skip, because I can't. Nope. Dunno. We go over here. Cat says, you and your animated women, Grin, never stop being you. What you mean? You want us to pull up some, like, real human being and be like, oh, jeez. I find that weird. I don't know why, but, like, someone being like, oh, look how hot, like, I don't know who it is, like Meg the Stallion or something like that. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Something about that to me that makes me be like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just that, like, I don't know. It's always like I remember I used to fucking my friends were like getting wild like at the lunch table, and I was like, I'm gonna leave because they started talking about like porn stars and shit. I'm like, what are you doing? I don't want to be talking about this. It's just weird. You know what I mean? Why, yo? People way too comfortable, I say. Me, we talking about anime waifus, and that's it. Oh, that's delicious. Ooh, Cat, what kind of things do you consume? Do you drink coffee by chance? Do you do energy drinks? Do you do tea? Do you do gamer subs? I don't peg you as a gamer subs kind of guy. Sorrail has.
Syndicate said also, Grin, did you see my latest art?
I did. I think I favorited a bunch of it. Yeah. It looks great. It always looks great. It always looks fantastic. I also seen a bunch of art shit pop up on my feed the other day, which was just like a bunch of like, man, marketing is so good nowadays to where like even as a person who has no interest in art, they show you like a cool tablet and you're like, fuck, that looks cool, and you're like, that's a grand, my guy. I'm like, fuck that, Jesus Christ. But they're so good about like knowing how to position it. Like, look how fucking cool this is. Look how clever this is. And I'm like, ah. Also, apparently we got all this. Shout out, cool. This. Why? Okay. I don't know why that didn't function properly, but hey. We got 4 coins Roll! Food! What a fucking waste! Roll again! Ugh. Not bad. How many do I have in the roster? We have 6,483 premium tuners, baby! Sorry. One more. Also, Fluff did say a music video, the trailer lose a lot when yeah, it does. It does. I just don't know. I don't know if I trust MiHoYo to not have everything be copyright claimed, you know? You think they wouldn't because of how many content creators reactorship, but I don't know. I don't trust. I guess we claimed everything from the first tier. Hot damn. Alright, we have this. We can do... No, I did all these one night. Damn it, I probably should save these for the stream. Well, we'll have to do this, which I've already made dents in, but this is finishing up the shore events. Oh, no, what? Oh, you son of a bitch wants me to do an actual quest? The Woolly quest? Fuck you, dude. That's fine, maybe, hopefully. I don't like doing the quest until I have to. It's annoying. Actual cat that was my animated woman GRINN didn't play. I don't play Star Rail. It's true. I don't. I do always enjoy looking at it. By the way, dude, ladies and gentlemen, Cat was there, I think. I think Lone was there also. I think Raid was also there. I think Gnawing Fetus was also there. A lot of you guys helped me with my like weird story conundrum problem when I was ill as hell. That was the only thing I really could do because it's the easiest thing for my brain to do. I did edit a video though when I got a little bit better. So there will be a video maybe this week. I don't know how bad the thumbnail journey is going to be, but I have it already edited and uploaded and it's ready to rip. So it's a VR video.
Make it fast.
It also is, it's one of the VR videos I've been wanting to make for a long time now, so it's cool that it's being done. But what do you call it? Like the story thing, you guys helped me out a lot. I did use a lot of your ideas, especially in like the kind of the gamification of him scrolling through character archetypes and stuff like that, which is fun. But I kept kind of coming up against like friction where I didn't like, it wasn't easy for me to write anymore, and I don't like that. So then I kind of had to make the choice where I'm like, okay, you know how the story, now I told you guys how like it'd be a story about how like one dude is hopelessly like locked into this one person, etc. Very wholesome and sweet. Nope, we threw that away. We'll do that. I'll do another story for sure, but not this one. This one is going to be, there's going to be 3 people, and it's going to be one of those things where people go far away, they come back together, all that stuff. It's going to be great. But I did decide on the 3. I don't want to talk about it yet because I'm worried I will not be able to deliver and I might need to change shit and then you guys will hold me accountable and I'm like, fuck that. Fuck that. Kat says, I consume soda every other day. Oh, so that's good that you give yourself a little a refractory period. Ooh, look at all this also. Gorgeous. She's so much here. Wow. How tough are you, my dude? The fact that you are red looks sketchy.
My blade yearns. Leave it to me.
Do some of this. Do some of this.
Loading.
This. I should have fucking used my thing first. Ah!
Now. Take forward. Crosscut. Sever. Perish.
Parried.
Flames. Leave it to me.
Switch to this. Activate the second thing of that. We'll go back to this. Pop off with that. Pop off with this. Pow!
Crosscut. Sever.
All the things.
Dwell on it.
Is this? I don't know. I still have no idea how my shorekeeper works. I gave her a ton of energy recharge. I just don't know how to give myself amplified crit rate. I think I need to switch to use her alt and switch to 3 different people activating their intro skills, and then it gives the person I switch to that. I don't know exactly, but yes.
Make it fast.
Oh, you're gonna get pizza? Jealous.
How do you like these?
I consume soda every day of the day. I recently got into Spummint? Spum. It's just an awful thing in general. Mint. Spearmint? Is that what I'm reading right? Is that yeah? Which is Italian sparkling wine. And man, I can see why people are alcoholics. If you've ever had Lizzie before, it's like that. Okay, I see. Yeah, I guess it's like an alcohol that tastes like just tingly a little bit and nice. Yeah, there's definitely alcohol that's like, oh, this doesn't taste like the...
Captain 11,234 said Spumante.
Spumante. Ooh, thank you, AI voice. Much better. Okay. Sounds fancy, for sure, actually. I was going to say, though, yeah, like it always makes me laugh when people are like, "Yeah, I found this alcohol that like has none of the negative effects of alcohol, but it's still alcohol." I'm like, "What? Like, what? Why not not drink the alcohol
Lone
part of it?"
Syndicate
Like,
said that sound fancy as fuck.
it does sound fancy as fuck.
Loading.
Sure, fuck it, let's pop it. Do this.
Time.
Hurry up and activate your fucking other ability, dude. Oh, I forgot they explode. This. Storekeeper activates the thing. This. We'll switch back to you. Fucking huge. I just blew up. Ow. But yeah, I think it's gold. I don't know how to make it detonate into the other thing. Pissing me off a little bit. Yeah. I guess it does heal you when you're in the aura, so I guess it's not the worst, but hey. Yeah, Lone says, I was really proud of the piece. I think it did good on the red dress and skilled at, and was a little bit, and we're more skilled at shading. Yeah. I don't remember off the top of my head, but maybe I should pop over and look at it. Fluff says, not saying to risk it, since the song is of an iconic person. Yeah, it could be tough. Definitely have music license. Gotcha. I was there, but I didn't really know what to suggest for that. No, yeah, what do you call it again? Yeah, I appreciate it, people. I know it's story thing is weird for me because I feel like, one, yeah, I could just see how, like, if I was in the stream too, I'd be interested to hear what people are saying. I just wouldn't be interested to contribute necessarily because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is, you know? They're like, there is no right answer, and it's like, yeah, I feel like there is, though, you know?
Lone Syndicate said if you don't mind GRINN, that way I can show the people on stream.
Yeah, sure. I don't mind showing off what you've been working on. The arts tab. We're already in the thing. Actually, no, I haven't seen this. Ooh, Lone, I may not be able to show it off. It should be fine. I'm just always worried that YouTube is gonna see things go wild. Yeah, no, I didn't see this one. That's why there's no things behind it. How do I look sexy? Hey, the leaves is finished. My quest. Let's finish the quest before I get hit. I can't handle this. I can't. If you guys want to see it, I would suggest going to the art tab. Lone posted. I don't know if I can show it because it is a dude squeezing titties together. So YouTube doesn't like when you get close to the sun. Booba is one thing, but people playing with Booba might be too much. Also, I can't, man. It's just the, like, yeah, I will say I noticed the hair. The hair to me looks pretty next level. The hair looks nice. It got a little reflective line in there. All that. The shading is also pretty good. But yes. That is a lot of boobs and all that. And yes, unfortunately, I cannot show that, I don't think. But it's weird. The weird... the weirdness of YouTube, it always ends up being something akin to that, where it's just like, if I was streaming and something popped up on the screen and titties happened, and I quickly was like, that was just a part of the game, that's not cool, and I moved on, that'd be fine. If I pull up something after I already recognize...
11,234 said, I'll make sure to ask GRINN's opinion on future booba shading.
I mean, if you want it, I'm not sure if I'm the guy to know what that might be. I will say, though, Lone has always been the person who is far more comfortable than I am. So when I'm reading, like, a character talking about, like, don't touch my tits, hon, it's maybe later or something like that, I'm like, ew. It also doesn't help that I know Lone made it. So to me, like...
Lone Syndicate said my next piece will be Halloween theme and it'll involve a succubus.
Ooh, that's gonna be fun. I was gonna say, though, but it, to me... how do I phrase this properly? Like, when you look at a piece of art, most of us know, deep down, it's made by some man who adores the female form, we'll say. But in the back of my head, there's some inclination to be like, well, you know, like, imagine if you thought about that. Imagine if you thought when you were watching Harada of any kind, that it was most likely written by a dude, just fucking beating it. I mean, would it not ruin it a little bit? I mean, it would take away, like, the words used, things happening. You want to fall into the, what is it called? The the fantasy. You want to fall into the fantasy. You don't want to be like, hey, I see the cracks too much. I mean, also, I'm getting my ass kicked.
Terminate.
This is this.
Take forward.
Oh, shit. That's going to be a death area. We got to be careful.
My blade yearns.
Doo-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Red says, nom nom nom, what you eating? That pizza? Dude, I have not been able to enjoy much of anything, man. That's the worst part about being, like, flu sick, is where, like, your mouth and tongue and sinuses are all kinds of fucked up. We had soup, and I hate soup. And that soup was fire this time around, because I was that level of not good. Oh, also, shit. This is a problem, because these things hurt a lot.
Loading astral.
I probably should use that first and then use all of her abilities, because I think I'm wasting energy. But yes, we'll do one of these, this.
McFluffigan said knowing plenty of artists that dabble in head art works, they tend to stop feeding it once it becomes their livelihood.
It's true, yeah, everything, I mean, it's the same, it's same for a lot of shit, where, like, it seems like the, I have known very few people who have been able to make something, like, be successful in something, and it not be their career, like, and it not be enjoyable. But it's weird, though, because, like, for me, I would argue, like, to me, I think successfulness would be scale, especially if you were a YouTube creator, to be like, could you replace this with, like, a full-time job or something like that? Like, that to me is in my head, at least, level of what success would be. And I haven't, of course, gotten to that point, but I still am enjoying the shit out of this, you know what I mean? So, like, I wonder if it ever did get to that point, you're maybe would turn over, I don't know. I feel like because I've been doing this for so long, I'd be shocking. It'd be like a curse if that was the case. Because it's like, well, why the fuck is this feeling this way and not that way? Yeah, but I'm curious. I fucking love soup. You love soup? Love soup? What kinds of soup? I'm talking about, like, just chicken soup. I want to push back against you, but after having the soup that I had, it was amazing. So I can't quite be like, man. Because that when you're sick and you're like, you don't, like, no food has taste, and, like, I guess you just make a super flavorful soup. Ha! What are we doing also? It's a lower than this? Is there, like, a crevasse that I can squeeze into? Huh.
Winds, heed my command. Make it fast.
My next piece is gonna be, yeah, Halloween art will be fire. I think it'll be fun. I'm not sure we'll get into Halloween. Man, by the way, I mean, I hate to say it, guys, but, like, has anyone else been getting the vibe that Halloween is, like, dying? Like, brutally dying? It makes me so sad. Makes me kind of hate Christmas a little bit. Because, yeah, I feel like that, like, Halloween movies are, like, nothing. There's none now. And I think it's ever since COVID. It's just like, they're like, yeah, fuck that. And it's like, what?
Make it fast.
It's just completely going away? That's ass. Do I have to, like... No. Maybe? Maybe it's that? Maybe it's in this little thing to the left here. Ray, what kind of pizza you got? I'll probably make a suit to ask about Harada anymore. Anything? What? What? Knowing plenty of artists that dabble in Harada work, they tend to stop beating once they have a lot of... Yeah! Cowards would call it. Okay, I don't know. But I just think that's probably for the best. Is this real? Yeah. How the fuck do I get in there, man?
Make it fast.
Let's click on it and see what it says.
McFluffican said Mariah Carey is a cryptid she's been able to thaw out of her frozen prison earlier with every year that passes.
Oh, fucking cryptid, dude. Just such a weird, deep thing. Man, what do you call it? Oh, this is it. Oh. It's not nearly as complicated as I thought. Okay, well, shit. Well, shit. Hello. There. Yeah, what to call it? I don't know, man. It's Mariah Carey has turned into something that, like, for me, it's like country music, to where, like, I can't really hate country music because it's just what I've known as far as, like, background music has been is to be concerned with. Like, you know, it's just that. Some people hate it. I'm like, man, I don't know how you even hear it anymore. To me, it's just like peak static noise. Red says, I got handmade pan crust mushroom Spanish jalapenos and pineapple pizza. Ooh, coming here with a hot take with the pineapple pizza. I'll do a little bit of legwork for you, Red. I think one slice of pineapple pizza is enough. It's the amount to be like, I think this tasted kind of good when I was really hungry and it was the only thing that was left. I bite one piece and you're like, that was acceptable, and then you go back to pepperoni because you're a basic bitch like myself. But yeah, that's always been the weird cycle, at least for me. But yes, I'm not one of these fucking people who's like, pineapple pizza is the sin, and you're like, you get a life. Get a life. What am I doing? This? And then we go down to the thing, the checklist. Did we finish? We did not. Seems to run into trouble. Don't fast travel. Don't fast travel. It's right there.
Make it fast.
Is it here? Did I was say equip the fucking quest? Jesus Christ! Why is it not equipped? Oh no. Those fuckers made this a puzzle. I'll be honest, we might run through this because say no. Seamless transition though. And yet Starfield still has load screens, like by the dozen, so what is your excuse, Starfield? Where restore both rooms? Doesn't seem to be an obvious thing. Alright. Well, that's fun, isn't it? Turn off.
Make it fast.
Do I have to turn that one off here? It's so hot.
Make it fast.
No, I don't feel that at all. Red, that sounds delicious. Red says yes. Country is amongst the most Really, no, I don't dislike country at all. I find I used to hate it a lot, but now I've realized it's like, no, it's not bleh. I just find it it's what we listen to like every single day in the car. So like it just becomes like pseudo white noise. But I don't think country music is bad by any means. I also do think it's just it's one of those, it's like pineapple, so people hate pineapple pizza. People are like, meh, it's gross. I'm like, why do you have such a strong belief? Why do you hate this so much? Restore both at the same time. Oh, I see. We're traveling like a great distance every single time we do that. Got it.
Make it fast.
It's not one of these things where we can equip something on the other side. Turn off harder. Yeah. Break it.
Guests of the unkind.
I'm trying to turn these off, but it's fighting me.
Lone Syndicate said just finished the Blackshore quest, and not gonna lie, the second time experiencing it hits just as
Still
hard,
good,
if not
right?
more than the first time.
Hell yeah, man. Shorekeeper is it. She's her. Ah.
Beckon the divine flames. Sever.
Opted for no meat and pizza too. I used to love hamburger on anything, specifically pizza as well. But my hamburger to me is at least recently has been tasting nasty. Has anybody else noticed like yeah, I talked about this, but no one ever replies. But no one ever seemed like they're having the same issue. But has it? What do you call it? The oh, it turned off finally. Good stuff. But anyways, what I was saying was, yeah, to me, meat quality has like completely went down brutally. I don't know if it's just me, but like, yeah, it feels it's bad. Do I need to like turn the inverse on, so like the far right ones? Okay, I'm not sure if I need a match or if I need to mirror. Wouldn't it mirror? I'm overcomplicating it, I think.
Make it fast.
So, boom, 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 boom. That's not right.
Make it fast.
I hate this game. Okay, I don't know what it wants from me.
Make it fast.
I'm sure if I read the puzzle of it, I'd be like, sure, but I don't know. We ever have so many things to do. This is the least important to like sit here and puzzle shift around. So I refuse. We'll do the next thing it wants us to do. Maybe we'll do this actually. Sure. Amidst the stars, whatever that is. Chicken soup, broccoli shredded soup, chicken pot pie soup, Campbell's canned. I have you take it on camping trips, Vietnam noodle soup, and just bone broth. The bone broth sounds nice. The bone broth just sounds like you just drink it and it would just go. You know what I mean? But the broccoli shredded soup sounds disgusting. It sounds vile. The noodle soup sounds delicious, but yes. Pineapple with ham on pizza is definitely an interesting choice. Yeah, pineapple, ham. Ham I don't like. I'm not a big ham person. I like bacon, but ham is like a weird other thing. I know you in the America, it's big on Spam, but that shit looks nasty. We have bologna. I'm not sure that's similar. By the way, I think we do have Spam. I just don't know anyone who eats it here. What the hell is this? Take a photo of the Black Shore. It's not going to auto deploy it? Is it here or is it down below? This utility camera. Is it below us? No, it's there. Do you just want me to take a photo like this? I took a photo! Amidst the star. Oh, does it want me to take one of like... Nope, okay. What if I do it like this? Okay. This.
Lone Syndicate said GRINN question, is it true that Canadian bacon is ham?
No! Oh my god, no! Fuck those people! It's so annoying. It's so dumb. No! That's like, it's like people who say like, it's like a fucking rare racist thing to say, but I heard a lot when I grew up. It's, People called fucking bologna a Native American steak, and it's like, that's wildly racist, dude. No, absolutely not. But no, what do you call it? It's not. It's not. It's one of those things where like it mainly derives from like tourism. So like if you go to like the border of America and you go to like a diner at the very border of America, it's not that you will not find. It's basically like Canada basically needing things to be like, hey, have you ever tried Canadian bacon? And syrup works so fucking well to be like iconic to Canada that they were like, let's try that again. But they were like idiots and just made it like a fucking giant piece of ham. And like no one here prefers whatever the fuck that is opposed to normal bacon. It's just wild. It's like basically spam. It's insane. As a Canadian, it's like these sons of bitch tourist retractor bastards on the edges of Canada. No one actually, at least Alberta, which I would consider to be like very Alberta and Toronto are probably the biggest like what description of Canada, I suppose. That's probably short-sighted. I'm sure there's like it's just a big ass melting pot of everybody, but still. This isn't working out, so let's just, it wants me to take a picture. Take a photo of the Black Shore main complex, but it won't let me deploy the camera. So, like, what are you even on, man? Let's go to, I guess, a different location. I think we need to beat this before we get the next, which is why it's like, what the fuck is happening? Go. Can we equip this? Yeah, can I, like, it's tracking that. Can you take me to it? Yeah. No, it's the same fucking thing we're at. Says it's right here. Oh, now it lets me take it out, you son of a bitch. I hate you. What? Why did it not let me take it out beforehand? Adjust the camera for both the greenhouse and the 2 islands. Oh. What? Do we need to zoom in? Don't do this. Don't do this. There is this. Was I not in the specific spot that you needed to be? Is that right? Take photo not captured. What the shit, man? Adjust the camera to capture both the greenhouse. Where? This thing, I imagine, is a node? Oh, it's... Oh, what the heck? Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't know there's 3 nodes. It didn't also signify 3 nodes. Greenhouse and other 2 islands. I guess that does apply to 2 things. I don't want to keep the picture. It's very pretty. I don't want to save this in my feed. Stop. All right. Well, that took an uncomfortably long amount of time, but hey, guess what? 40 gems. Bang. Next thing. Track. Take me to the location. Thank you. Red says, I'm not surprised that meat may be becoming worse, though, considering the state of animals are often in, and at the bullshit we proceed meat after. Yeah, well, man, I just noticed, like, in chicken, it's, like, a lot more chewy and, like, knotty. Like there's knots, sorry, not like knotty, but, like there's knots in it and shit. And it's just, like, it's just gross. Like, it just looks like mutated-ass chicken like you're eating. And then hamburger also feels like it's more bitter. Yeah. Yeah. And no, by no means are we, like, getting some sort of special deal and, like, Canada's like, oh, we have a special health deal. Nope. It's yeah. At least not where I live. I think I'm in a small town to where it's like, best we can do is radiated chickens, thank you very much. And I'm like, oh, okay, great. Great. What is this? Let's jump in. Fluff says, also enjoyed clam chowder with the shrimp crisps. I found they're wonderful for those that enjoy seafood flavor. It reminds me of a dish that my mom made, which is basically, it's like a creamy, cheesy kind of thing with scallops and little shrimp in there, and then it's noodles, and it's just delicious. And I think it has it has like a creamy thing with cheese in there, and it's just fucking divine, man. So yummy. Cat says, I sip bone broth like you sip coffee. It's got great vitamins for you, and when you the fat coats your lips, you feel like an old king? That's a very specific description. I thinking about how the fat grease coats your lips is a wild thing to say. Oh, It is loan. They don't call it that in. Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like it can't. Yeah, it's one of those weird things where like I always hear U.S. people talk about it over like, is it true that Canadian bacon? Which by the way, it's not a bad question, loan. But it's just something like I think as a Canadian you hear constantly, which is like Canadian bacon is disgusting because it's just a thick piece of ham, and they're stupid because they don't know it's ham. What? It's disgusting. I prefer U.S. bacon, and it's just one of the things where it's just like, listen, man. Every other culture knows this. Okay, we're American people. Both hate themselves the most and love themselves the most. And it is just annoying sometimes. Because you're like, man, I think you guys are great, but holy shit, you guys have like a weird boner for like telling other people how they are. And I shouldn't say Canadians don't do that either, but like, damn. It's like, stop trying to convince me that fucking Canadian bacon is ham. Okay, and some asshole tourists are like, it's ham because we need tourism. It's like, no, fucking stop. Syrup is fine. We have syrup. It's probably the best. It's syrup and poutine. It's all we really need.
Catman 11234 said as an aside, a thick piece of ham slaps for breakfast. Sausage, ham, bacon,
sausage
all in
maybe.
one meal is divine.
Sausage, yes. Ham, yes. But like a thick, like I'm talking about like ham for like you have a New Year's Eve or something. Not New Year's, like Thanksgiving or some shit. Like a ham, like a fucking tied in cord ham. That ham to me, I'm not sure, man. I've never been a ham person. Also feel like when you have a bad ham, it's kind of worse than a lot of other bad things. You know what I mean? Bad ham is disgusting. Bad ham with like a knot in it as you're chewing through it, and you're just like, oh, it's fucking abysmal. Yeah, just a slab of ham. Yeah, some people love ham. I'm not a big ham person, so this is where we're different because I'm just. Red says bologna is similar to spam taste-wise. Oh, really? Okay. You guys have any like cursed foods from your childhood, or like that you'd still enjoy as an adult? Ours was a bologna sandwich with mustard mayo. But then you take Lay's chips, like just Lay's neutral taste chips, and then you'd fill the sandwich full of Lay's chips. Not like it has to be neutral taste. I don't want if you put ketchup, that'd be disgusting. But if you put just normal chips in there, and you crunch it down and you eat it, it is the most heavenly thing you've ever. It's definitely like white trash shit, but hey, so good. My grandma eats like weird shit where she is like. Eats not bacon, sorry. She drinks like potatoes and or like she has peanut butter, pickles, and I think it's it. Oh, and bananas. That's what it is. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, Grandma? Jeez Louise. People got weird taste buds, but hey, to each their own. But also, I will judge you silently and be like, ugh. I'm a big ketchup freak, though. I would feel like that's where I...
11,234 said cursed food for me as a kid was mac and cheese, but it was how I ate it, not an additives. I just swallowed it whole for some reason. I never chewed it.
Weird wraith. Just... That's wild. It's also a very, like, jagged, crispy and, like, sharp thing to just inhale. I mean, how does one swallow like burnt, like cooked toast whole without it getting stuck down your throat or something? Oh, that's wild. Oh, I guess I go here. Oh, I didn't know she's just chilling here.
McFlufferkin said Catman confirmed a vacuum.
Yeah, that's wild, Cat. that's some like demon like shit. Your jaw hinges and shit. Spam is more salty. Okay, yeah, that's what I kind of figured. It looks wet, and bologna looks damp, I guess. And it's just been phased out of being called such a while where I live. It was mostly just a term used for pizza topping. I see. It was only ever called that for pizza. It's least locally. I see. Canadian bacon, you mean? Typically hinting towards the original of Hawaiian pizza.
Lone Syndicate said cursed food Chef Boyardee that food had no taste.
Ooh, cursed food was Chef Boyardee. That food had no taste. There was another one we ate that I can't remember. Maybe it's like a traumatic memory. I just remembered I still like everything. The only thing that I feel like has like diminished in my head is I remember our corn dog being fucking the best, and as an adult, it always just tastes like batter. Maybe I just having a bad corn dog. The one out of all the like things you guys have in the States, in the U.S., it's the damn cheesecake factory. It's the only thing as a Canadian that we'll probably never get. But I deeply want, just because it looks crazy. I see like people have like, it's like a weird fucking corn dog with like, it's got like fucking hives on it or some shit, like where like wedges. And I think it's like supposed to be like potato, like a French fries basically. And it looks like the epitome of the American dream, which is say heart attack and the freedom to choose it, essentially. But yeah, this is weird. Also, this is very odd. Play piano. Ooh, cute. Is that all I needed to do, or was there a image? This game is perhaps one of the most pretty. Also, is this just the shorekeeper vibing in her own little spatial realm? Cool. I don't know if that's it. I guess. I don't want me to take a picture, I thought. Oh, and she's here when she's just playing. So maybe she's creating an illusion? I don't fucking know.
Lone Syndicate said ZZZ update, my Burnus is fully built with 3k attack, 350 app and 1.5. Also GRINN, we need to watch the Burnus trailer if you haven't seen it.
Sure. Hit me with it. What do you call it? I'll look it up in a minute here. But I was gonna say, yeah, what is it? I've yet to, sorry, no, I was gonna say, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, I still have yet to fucking build, like, yeah, you guys build characters way faster than I am. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. But yes. Where the fuck is this quest? Can I just go to my quest log and, like, equip it? Whatever, let's look at this quest. Let's look at this thing and then we'll burn our resin. Ah. Shorekeeper with a clone, the Jujutsu Kaisen clone technique or whatever. Zen. List zone 0.
Catman 11234 said GRINN is just a fun question. What genre would contain your perfect game?
It like a Skyrim cyberpunk basically kind of game, like a open world Skyrim adjacent RPG kind of thing is always it. Honestly, my perfect game, the more I think about it, the more I think I don't know. To me it's almost like my perfect game would probably be if Fable and what is it called? That's the game I wish I would have always played. Not Dragon's Dogma. Not what is it called? Valerian or whatever their name is. Varian, whatever the hell their people are called. I can't think of the name of it. But Baldur's Gate. Sorry, I have Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate and Fable. That'd be like my ideal. So it's like an RPG game that has like systems in the world like Fable had, which is like the economy is something you can affect and like, you know, build up fuck tons of capital. You have like doors that you can go and like unlock, and they're like, bring me the tear of an old wench, and it's like a weird obscure quest line that you get later down the line. You go open the door gives you like fucking S tier armor shit that's just insane. You get it early, it's wild, things like that. Like Fable is to me one of the best at just being like the madness of Peter Molyneux, was just like, yeah, let's give him like the best sword in the game. Let's give him like a giant hammer that when you hit them could turn them into a chicken. Sure, like I love that, and I also love the idea of like the writing in Baldur's Gate. To me, haven't seen anything. Every now and again, like a stupid parasite worm nonsense story quest will pop up in my head, and I'll want to see it. Open world, yeah, open. Oh yeah, like if I could have my ideal, it'd be open world for sure. But yeah, to me, I also think like Power World. Like if I could have like the spirit of Power World with a Fable mixed with a Baldur's Gate, that to me would be my dream. My dream game.
Said Fable, but a Skyrim-esque open world with a conquest and brotherhood system.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Throw in some summoning and VR.
Ooh, summoning and VR. That's where we're getting too greedy. I feel like it'd be too specific, and I would like for this game to succeed, so that maybe it could be a sequel. Bernice trailer. All right, which one is it, Lone? Is it the newest one that came out? I imagine it's the 9-day one, 9 days ago. Oh, but yeah, that I'm curious what your guys' games would be as well, because to me, like the one thing that has seemed kind of evident over the last couple of years is how, to me at least, Fable, as well as Ubisoft, as well as all of these games, like I think we're in like living through the age of like the death of what is it called? Not stagnation. It basically seems like a lot of these game companies, Ubisoft being one of them, Bethesda being one of them, where like they've had. It also drives me nuts. But sorry, like I think that we're kind of living through the age of where like either they're gonna change or they're gonna die, and I feel like some are gonna die, unfortunately. But like to me, it's always frustrated me that so few companies have ever taken on like the job that Bethesda seems to do. And it's annoying because not annoying. It's frustrating because you see that like it's possible. We've seen that Obsidian, which is like a significantly smaller team, like a fucking absurdly smaller team compared to Skyrim and Bethesda's team who worked on all those games, managed to pull a game together in like I think it's like a year time. Like it's a stupid turnaround. They had no time to make the game. So we know it's possible for people to like replicate the brilliance and the fucking awesomeness that is. But whatever the hell it is about Bethesda's formula, like CD Projekt Red was one of the few people who actually did it and did it really well. And I'm happy Cyberpunk was a first-person game because they could have just kept it for a third person, which I hate because I like to feel like I'm immersed into the game. But it's annoying that so few games have ever done that. Have ever been like, let's just do what Skyrim or Fallout did, big ass open world with things for you to do in it, and just give them reasons to go over there and reasons to discover this or X, Y, or Z. But it's almost like the level of development costs that will take to create is probably will be like anywhere from like 50 million to like 100 million. And that's for not even a game as big as Skyrim or something like that. But in order for you to have that level of investment, I don't know if it's that level of investment though, because again, I don't think Fallout New Vegas had a particularly big like budget or something like that. I think just people are hungry for those types of games, and it sucks when you see a game like Star Wars Outlaws, which didn't look terrible by any means, but it looked like exactly the problem, which is like it didn't take any risk on how to like make something super out there as far as like. I also think it's just a misread of what people like.
Personally, I want a game with the budget and quality of Cyberpunk after Phantom Liberty, with a third and first person toggle.
Yeah, for sure.
Set in the world of Shadowrun.
And there's in the world of Shadowrun. Okay. Yeah. I don't mind. I feel like that would also all be really good. But to me, I was going to say, just wrap up what I was saying about that. It's frustrating to me that, Star Wars Outlaws cost an incomparable amount of money, like $300 million absurdity, insane money. But to me, it's like it's the definition of like the biggest misread ever. Like I think I seen so many people be like, it's such a good game. I knew immediately that it was going to fucking eat shit. Like it's insane that you can see that to be like. It's also just insane that you're making an RPG with like choices and like this world to explore, and then you're like, again, this is something that I wanted to like strangle Bethesda for, but Bethesda started this weird trope about like making a voice protagonist in Fallout 4, which just makes no fucking sense. The whole point of an RPG is that you are the voice, and the fact that you don't have a voice actor reading out your lines means that you can take the story in whatever way you want. It's insane. And like the idea that so many of these other games are like, let's get a voice acting talent. No, it's like when you're reading a novel, you become the voice. It's just stupid, and it just burns like so much development cost, and it also limits like the choices made exponentially. The only people I've ever seen do it well is fucking CD Projekt Red, and they have like one of the craziest story teams ever. It's just wild. Anyways, let me catch up on Jack. Cat says, perfect game for me. I love action combat games. Devil May Cry, Final Fantasy 16 combined with RPG elements where I can impact story. I feel like that would be very similar to Lone. I feel like Lone would like something similar to that. Lone, I think, would like it more like anime gacha-y kind of thing. Maybe not gacha, but like anime infected world. If I could make a game that I think you and Lone would both like, it would be like a mixture of Sunset Overdrive meets like an anime pop culture kind of fun time, and then probably combat similar to like slashers and stuff like that. Which honestly, I think Sunset Overdrive would work with that. Like its verticality, it's swinging around and shit. that would have For Honor's combat. Yeah, that'd be where it'd be difficult. Personally, Love says, he wants Phantom Liberty, but in the world of Shadowrun and stuff like that. Yeah. To me, I've never. It's so strange to me that so few companies make. And I wonder if like there's some legal shittery like going on. Like there, maybe like Bethesda hears rumbling of you making like an open world RPG, and maybe stuff we don't hear about where they kind of like lean into them and be like, hey, by the way, we do have these things trademarked, and we do have this and this, and it maybe just assuages people. I don't know. But it's one of the things that to me is baffling, that like, why has no one like full on taken Bethesda's lunch? And again, there's examples of like, what do you call it? CD Projekt Red is being like kind of like the next generation of their that kind of thing, but still. Because my favorite type of game, and I haven't seen like outside of like Elden Ring recently, I don't know many RPGs that like I thought for a while there we would be living in a world where like surely people seen the success of Oblivion and Skyrim and all these things, but we didn't like, it's unlike the like gacha boom that we are now living through on like the tail end of like all these people reacting to the success of Genshin Impact. That never happened really for this. The only thing that did is Assassin's Creed, and they were just as like terrified to do anything. Proper RPG open world Pokemon. Yeah. I will say though, that's one of the things that I also think we should put on the list of potential things we should get back into is Power Worlds. I think there's a big ass update. Also, I think they were talking about making like the Power. I've seen like a weird short where like the Power World devs are putting legitimate Hadada, like you can Hadada the pals in the game itself on a base. I'm sure it's like Sims where it's all blurred or some shit, but still just insane. The devs are like, fuck it. I think honestly, I think that from their perspective,
McFlufferkin said Avowed to a lesser extent.
Yep.
But Tainted Grail, Fall of Avalon is shaping up to be a Skyrim, Oblivion-like first-person RPG.
Yeah. No, Avowed to me looks again. It's probably my most excited game at this point. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna be able to play GTA because it's not gonna be on PC. So it's gonna be one of those sad, waiting patiently time things. Red says, for me, I want a true open world Pokemon game that has all the things that show has with realistic combat. Pretty much the opposite of the Pokemon games are now. With which is you want like the actual like real time combat, fighting alongside your beast, maybe jumping over like AOE's that the Pokemon could do. I can vividly see what that would be like, but yeah. After again, there was a glimmer of hope that could exist, but now that like Nintendo is suing Power World a little bit, I think it is one of those weird things where it's going to be like, most people who are just making like an indie dev game don't want this level of smoke, you know. Honestly, I wouldn't assume they would. Yeah, you can see your character. You can see when you're like doing some things like cars and like but it shouldn't be. It should definitely have been a third person. Not just third person, because I do love me first person just because it's fun to be able to like immerse yourself in that stuff. Kat says Male V's voice makes the game for me. Really makes the game? When you could have had like infinitely better like dialogue.
Said if Power World is allowing you to head out of the pals, it's probably fueled by those recent internal Pokemon Company leaks.
Yeah, something like how can we differentiate ourselves more? I can see that too. Like it's clearly for like it's not for kids in the slightest. Yada yada. But I was gonna say. Yeah. To me, again, it's the cost though. Like as much as I do think like the voice actor for Fallout 4 guy was awesome, the voice actor for V was awesome. Same thing with the girl. Like the voice actors are talented. It's not that I don't want these voice actors to be paid, but I think you would have fallen in love with them if they were a companion that you could like really see them like flourish into. But I think it's also important that you have your voice like a little bit, you know. It also just doesn't make sense to me. Like it makes sense to me how bogged down it becomes to like have this slow turnaround of voice actors needing these voice lines and so on and so forth. Also, it just logically doesn't make any sense because you still have to read what you're getting the voice actor to say. So it just slows you down exponentially. You're like, hell no, you son of a bitch, this and this, and then you hit the thing and the V's like, hell no, you son. Like you still read it twice. Like it's weird. It's just weird. Yeah. We should check this out. Yeah, it's also annoying that there hasn't been like one of those Skyrim like games that have again, you can like it writes itself in a weird way about like, oh, what if you had like elves or like different types of orcs and shit that you could like really get into. Yeah, the fact that there hasn't been like a successor to Skyrim in some capacity or Bethesda, it's just insane. Like to me, because it's always sells absurdly well. The only people who are like cashing in on it is CD Projekt Red and maybe Valerian, but even then I wouldn't say that necessarily. But anyways, let's see. Can I listen to this? We should probably mute our weird thing. What's this all about?
Give me a mug of your finest. You got it. You know, sighing like that will make even the best nitro fuel taste like regret. So before you drink, we gotta take care of whatever's troubling you. What can I get for you?
Wild people.
A drink? Some snacks? Oh, a little flames! Mocktails, mixers.
Is this copyrighted? Probably not. Oops, fine.
The snacks are real nice. Soda sound mix dry. I'm lit.
This is ridiculous. I don't know what it is. Something about like an anime girl dancing in line with like just a very weird beat makes me feel like, hey, oh, a little bit cringe.
The snacks are real nice.
Her doing the hardest dance move on your poor male knees. That shit is insane.
Soda sound mix dry. I'm lit, you can't deny. Wherever you want, wherever you need. So you never ever want to leave. Anything that you.
The fact that she is just vibing while everyone else is like, ew, stop, I can't. It makes me a secondhand embarrassment.
Desire, set it on
How she what the fuck? She pushed you like an inch, man. Our video is definitely getting lit up. Also, stop telling me that my ad block is fucking broken because Google is the worst.
McLaughlin said they released an hour-long loop of this song on their official channels.
Damn.
2, 1, fire!
I don't know why it makes me recoil cringe. It's not that it is cringe; it's just something about it that making me cringe. I don't know why.
Lone Syndicate said, ain't we not gonna act like Burnus didn't just an ass pop up on Caesar. Also, Lighter lost all his aura and gain it back in 3 seconds.
They're definitely making her a boob girl, you know what I mean? Even though she looks pretty normal, but she's just wearing little clothes. But they keep like, every person has their thing, and this is most definitely Bernice's thing that they keep hard locking on. Also, I hate to be a hater, but it is a very it's a Bernice.
Catman 11,234 said, "Shout out Booba, keeps me going."
Yeah, Booba keeps on boobaing. Let me tell you. I mean, it's definitely a song that's made to like drive it into the depths of your mind. Like that's why pop songs are always the same.
Said this trailer is so silly.
It is very like. What is she doing? So I feel like you could easily have Caesar be like, why is she in the middle of fucking like gas station, fucking Russian dancing on top of a grate? It's in her brain. This is what she thinks about.
McFlufferkin said she's equally booba and booty. Even with her skirt length, you see cheeks without even trying to angle the camera.
Yeah, I just don't think there's very much boob. I think it's more skirt
said,
pop.
I want some of whatever the person who made this trailer was on.
Yeah, they were like having a good time. Definitely ravey. The animations in this game are pretty wild. The face is just nuts. Once again, I'll say it again, just like Raid says this, they want to be music video people. This damn company just wants to make anime because the animations are wild. Very cute, very cute. There's a 1 hour loop of this psychopath who's watching it. Again, the fact that she's up there doing all kinds of things and just vibing near old people Did anyone else have these dreams? My dreams are fucking weird. Like I don't know, I'm not even in them. I'm just like watching characters interact, and I'm like, this is not. I tell my parents about it. They're like, that's not how the dreams work, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm in them kind of sometimes passively, but they sure shit don't look like this. I've had one dream in my mind where they're fucking. I flew once, and it was very cool, and I'll remember it for the rest of my life. And then I could realize I was doing it, and then I woke up, and I've never been able to tap into that again. But yes. Oh, I got Discord message. Did someone Discord message me? That was me. Not you. Don't worry about it. But I will say, I do think she is much more, like, her bum is not present, all right? It's more of her skirt. Her skirt, like, is it's almost like designed to accentuate the ass, I guess. But it's a lot.
McFlufferkin said, linked you the hour-long version.
I'm good.
Just to have it on
really?
in the background.
I mean, we're just loop. I mean, isn't this the same? Yeah, it's the same thing. This is looping the same. Yeah. Listen, if I have like a million hours of watch time on like a video, YouTube will see that and be like, hey, guess what? I'm going to give it all to you. You're just going to be seeing nothing but Zenless. I'm like, all right. I want some of what that person who made this is having. The hour-long loop is unique animated too. Oh, wow, really? Oh, maybe I should look at it then. Shit. Cat says, half the time I see a gacha game, I wish there was an anime, but I do too. I've also watched, I'm in episode 2 of gosh darn Eminence and Shadows. It's good. It's good. Also, I wish Bolty was here. I was going to say, Bolty, I checked out that damn manhwa you suggested me. It is good, man. Still worth a view. Yeah, maybe we should pull it up then. Oh, my nose. Dooba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Hey guys, this is just a completely random question. How much would you guys spend on a keyboard? Just like a max amount, of course. Oh, have you played any gacha game, Cat? Also,
Catman 11,234 said more keyboard.
Lone Syndicate said in New Eridu City, where Neon Shine Jane's rat tail flicks, Ellen Shark teeth grind, titties bounce, and cheeks so tight they own the game, they light the night tits, cheeks, they steal the show.
You're the reason why my text-to-speech may go away. Okay. I spent $80 on my keyboard. Been using it for years. Great. Awesome. Crazy that you spent $80 on something you use every day. Nothing tastes good anymore. Everything tastes like shit. I hate being sick.
Catman 11,234 said I played Girls Frontline, and I am excited for Girls Frontline 2. Firearms plus women, hell yay man.
What the hell is Girls Frontier? Is this a hot of the game? Girls Frontier 2. Gameplay. Is this just like Nikita? Just tits?
Flufferkin said keyboards with the Tenki numpad are getting more and more scarce, so they tend to cost about that much.
Let me see. Well, first of all, it looks neat. It's a yeah. It looks like Nikita a little bit. That's not a lot of. Oh wow, that's not a lot of clothing. Okay, I see. I understand.
Lone Syndicate said I've seen Girls Frontline 2 and watched the anime.
Damn, that is very little clothing. All right, all right, Cat. That counts. That counts. Sure. Fluff says depending on the functionality and need it would fill. It's true. Thank you, Flav, for enabling me. It's time for Grin to tell us about $9,000. Are you crazy? It was $380, I think, dollars with Canadian shipping. Unfortunately, it's $50. You have to get. Is it for like? I don't know. Does anyone know what import tax? It's said to use like the $50 shipping, which covers the import tax. But I'm like, these fuckers trying to nickel and dime me. I don't know, man. This is what I bought. So I could have been a very bad boy and spent what would have probably been like $600. I shouldn't even consider that to be an option. But thankfully, fate bailed my ass out. Can I quickly, I just gotta double check something. I just want to make sure I'm not showing you guys something that's like fucking gonna dox me or something. I think it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so this is what I bought in as a completely and utterly smart financial decision. This is the weird cursed keyboard thing. So they made like a Mach 2 of it, essentially. So there was like the premium $600 son of a bitch that's coming out in the middle of the Q1 of next year. So I wouldn't have been able to get it anyway. But this one, it comes out, it's now. So I bought this one. And it is that same shit that I told you guys about, where you basically can type, it's got all these directions opposed to hitting it. Why, you might ask? Because you're judging me, okay? Because I'm actually doing like a shit ton of writing, and you'd be shocked about how much it does things with. But look at all these little switches. Also, I can control my mouse with one of those shits, so I don't have to constantly do this and then go back to my keyboard. I can just use the little tiny little joystick thing.
I haven't heard of import tax, but I live in a state without sales tax. That said, been ordering plenty of VTuber merch from GeekJack, so the shipping tends to add a chunk.
Yeah, it's a good old kick in the dick. But what do you call it? Yeah, so the reason why this is neat is one, because again, it lets you without having to reach around your computer.
Syndicate said if you just showed me this image with no content, I would be like, what kind of controller is that?
It's a futuristic controller. Anyways, but yeah, what makes it really cool though is the fact that you can chord. So if I hit multiple buttons, say if I hit down, which is E, and then I hit where the hell T is. I don't know what T is, but let's say I hit T and then I hit E. Or if I say BEC, I can chord that to be because, so it'll automatically put because. So it should help with my fucking debilitating spelling issue. As well as you can also just chord other things into it. So you can chord past tense, present tense. It is like I could learn how to play the piano, or I could learn how to use this. And I'm learning how to use this because piano is way too fucking hard. And yeah. We got these little knobs that you use. You can also fucking lock it in. It's got a little tiny thing you can screw in the bottom so you can sit there and game. Or fucking lock into your fucking chair and just fucking type like a freak. Anyways, I bought it because I wanted it, honestly. And I talk about it. I have an obsessive personality, so I went down the rabbit hole of this, started watching videos, started hearing all the shit that they do with it, started watching builds of it, learned everything I could about it, and then I thought, fuck, the more I learn, the more I want. And then I wanted too much to where I actually bought. And yes, I never buy nice things for myself. Buy nice things for myself, so this was a first in probably...
Raidnade said, regardless of how cursed it may look, I hope it serves you well.
Thanks, Raid. I mean, it's entirely based on my proclivity to do it. You know what's fucking awful though, dude? I just fucking mapped out how to use this son of a bitch. This keyboard that's slanted. I just finished mapping out how to use it normally. So as soon as I'm learning how to use that, it's going to come out apparently. It's also going to be here next month, something. So it is also shitty that by the time it arrives, we will be into our month-long stream, which I'll probably have less time than I ever had before. So, I don't know how the hell I'm going to MacGyver around as far as using that. I don't think I want to challenge myself to use that on stream. Although it is one of those things, the only way that you're able to learn a new keyboard, especially that's that new, is by just suffering through the 2 weeks that you're just moving at a snail's pace. You're gonna put a bullet in your head. You just gotta get past that, okay? And then eventually you memorize everything. But I think it helped me that I threw away my other keyboard, because it was so tempting to go back. It's so tempting to be fuck it. I made a financial mistake, and yeah. But to just sit there and be like, no, I will learn this even though I am operating under like 10% efficiency and I hate it. You know what I think it's going to kill me? Is this shit. What do you call it? They let you remap everything. So the question I have is, should I do the unthinkable, which is like remap some of the words? I don't know, because I feel like there's a reason for the chords being on each little knob, because you're supposed to chord with them. So you have to hit like 3 inputs at once to get like the word that you're trying to chord. So if I had like, for instance, I would think it'd be intuitive to just take like whatever keys you're going to use maybe the most, like your pinky, your pointer finger, your middle finger, and then your thumb. Why not just make that like V, M, C, K, P, F, D, H, and then just do that for the other keys, like just an entire ring of letters. But I think there's a reason for that because of the chording thing. So I'm trying to think in advance and be like, do I want to change everything and then realize I've learned a broken system, you know? And yeah, I've seen Girls Frontier 2 and watched the anime. My room says red is pitch black except for the monitor lights. So RBG, what do you call it? RGB is key. Keys are making. Yeah, but this one theoretically, red, you'd just be able to feel and you'd immediately know your hand, like each finger is on a knob. And that would, like, you would know where those knobs are. Like, that's kind of the reason for this, as far as people talk about having, like, wrist pain, which I never have had. By the way, it's like one of the things, like, I'm researching this thing, and people are like, oh my god, I've had, like, debilitating carpal tunnel and shit like that. And I'm like, never had it. Ever. And I'm using my computer 90% of my day. Like full on, like, using my mouse to move my hands. Honestly, do kettlebells. If anyone had any sort of carpal tunnel, do kettlebells. You'll never experience carpal tunnel in any way, and it's shocking. Anyways. But yeah, it's one of the things where you're looking into like this thing and it's got giving you like a bunch of benefits. You're like, I don't think I need that one at all. But maybe I do. Maybe when I get older, it'll start catching up with me, and then I'll be like, okay, and then I'll really need the keyboard. You know, the cursed keyboard says, "Cat, how dare you?" I'm a little worried that like because of the feature that chording provides, it could make it so that my lack of spelling gets worse and not better, but. We'll fucking deal with that later. Also, is this distracting? I feel like my nose is starting to block. I mean, whatever works for you, I guess. How dare you, Red? You just wait. You'll rue the day when you look down on such a weird thing. We should probably burn our resin though, because I still haven't done that in the goddamn game, but it shouldn't take any more than like 10 seconds.
said just got an official update about Atlas.
Ooh.
It is releasing into Steam Early Access on November 22nd.
What's good, Kimberly? Also, how are you, Kimberly? Sorry, we're like just winding down right now. Not really winding down, but we're kind of winding down. We're kind of hanging out, as it tends to be. Let us go and burn our resin, which we're going to go to the mainland, which is here. There we go. And we're going to go all the way down here. I have not enough special decrypting items for my artifacts. That's exactly what it is. We need more of them. I'm at 6,000. We need 7,000. Wrong goddamn character to do that with. Red says, I just noticed she looked back and bounced up and down. Raid says, regardless of how accursed it may look, I hope it serves you well. Yeah, hopefully it is a monstrous game. And I would love to have people be like, what the fuck? How are you typing, like, even slightly fast? Or also, like, how come I don't hear you type at all? Because apparently this one's supposed to be, like, bone silent, which I know some weird people like clicky keyboards, which I like the creamy sounding ones. Those sound good. But it's like you're buying something for weird option at this point. Like, why are you buying a keyboard specifically for the way it sounds? What an oddity. what weird shit. Let's go ahead and hop. That was a waste. Oh, don't tell me one like, yeah, damn it, there's like a fucking 20 feet away. How do you end up over there, man? This. This. We need 100k, and yet he's still 100% alive. Ah. Damn it, I wish I had that. I haven't been able to show you guys the special shorekeeper bonus.
McFlufferkin said Bernice is a high-energy, flirtatious bartender. Her MV is themed around her trying to sell nitro fuel as enticingly as possible.
Ah, so she's dancing. Like, you want some nitrous, don't you? I watched a short that showed like how nitrous actually is not that expensive, or shockingly enough, it was like $60 for like a whole big ass tank of nitrous, and you're like, wow. I must degrade the car or something like that. Must be a reason why you're like not everyone's just fucking packing nitrous. Maybe also it's probably illegal. It's usually how a lot of this shit is. It's where it's like, why does this not exist? And it's like, well, because it's probably very illegal in most every other place.
Leave it to me.
This.
Catman 11,234 said nitrous can blow up an engine easily because it increases pressure.
Is that what it is? I see. Let's see. The way I think it's like a mechanic was talking about it, but I think he was like, yeah, if you know anything about a car though, you would just know that like the engine in which you can do this with, and you'd save a shit ton on like just the I don't know what it is. It's like some weird hybrid. I don't fucking know. It was one of those weird things where you see a short and you're like, huh, and then you don't intake any of it. You're just kind of like, maybe there's more to that than I thought in the past. Because I always thought nitrous for watching fucking Fast 1 back in the day was like, oh my god, it's gold. It's liquid gold. It's gonna make you go fast. I have no idea. You couldn't tell your boy not exactly a car guy.
Syndicate said more ZZ update. Due to the double drops for disc, my Nicole, Lucy, Rena, and Zhu Yuan have gotten some pretty good upgrades.
I'm about to say, man, I've done plenty of these damn things, and I rarely get anything. So, like, you guys must be getting crazy lucky on that shit, or I'm just exceptionally unlucky with my disc life. But hey. Also, I finally started. It's nice to not be in a complete negative when it comes to the thing. Oh God, if I pop another one of these, what happens? Does it like blow up? I don't know. I'll hit with this, then this. Oh, I didn't get the damn. Ah, damn it. And pop. That should get the rest. Nice. Go into the next thing with an alt. Oh, hurry up. Just got an official update for early access stream in November. Okay. For at least, whatever it's called. Golly.
Leave it to me. Loading. Iron
That.
you knew.
What? Oh, why didn't it? Ah, damn it.
Take 4.
Pop this. Then this.
Beckon the divine flames.
Then this. Then this. This.
I got your back.
Go.
Raidnade said, oh
Go.
yeah, I've gotten some good pieces prepared for Yanagi as a result from the double drops.
Ooh, nice.
Together revenge.
Oh, I didn't switch to the right goddamn character. God damn it.
Take 4.
Are you going for Yanagi raid? I didn't know any of us were going for Yanagi. Sure, I'll use some of my old stuff because I know I didn't have any left. Boom. Dunzo. Bang, bang, boom. And just like that. Oh, what? Oh, no. Echo selection is full. Sons of bitches. I finally have reached my cap for echo selection, but isn't there a thing I can do to like merge them? Is it data bank? Yes. Data selection, I guess, that. Wish I could just tell them to do a ton of it. What is that other thing? This little guy? Did I just put like a bunch? Batch match.
Lone Syndicate said also finally start using my Corin after building her up.
Ooh.
She's still not fully built, but she was still putting in work. When the enemy is stunned, she just shreds an enemy's health bar.
Hell yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, so you can do a batch run. You can't just go pop, 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 pop. I wish you could just highlight like 1,000 of them like that, but it won't let me. Making some space. I can't believe I finally got to the cap point of artifacts. That's insane. That should give me some space for tomorrow. All right, good. Good. Wait a minute. What's this? Claim all. Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, because I my inventory is full, so it's sent to my other inventory. Neat. Throat's all dry and shit. All right. Well, looks gloomy as hell here in this neck of the woods, but still. Oh. Some cars aesthetic rebuild their entire engine just to handle. I see. To handle that level of explosiveness. Gotcha. I just feel to go to beverage in the outer ring. Not sure if it's alcohol or not, but it's not nitrous oxide. Oh yeah, I've gotten some good pieces prepared for Yang as a result of the double drop. Nice. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'm still flickering on like spending some of my points in Zenless on shit that I think is good. I'm like, to me, I'm like, I'm kind of in this place where like I find I should just smarten up.
Raidnade said also, yeah, I am prob gonna go for Yanagi, especially because I have guarantee, cause I tried to go for Bernice M1, but lost to Nekomata, and I've also built Pity as well.
That's shitty. Sorry about that, Ray. I feel bad for you, but I was gonna say, I keep being stupid in Zenless, where I keep like, I'm kind of like leveling everyone like this, and I should probably just stick to like, okay, we're gonna make it so that my Jane Doe is significantly better, like just fully leveled up. Instead, I'm kind of like getting like, maybe I should like level up, what's it called, Amber or whatever her name is, the other girl, not Lucy, the other one, is it Amber? Grace, maybe. Not Grace. Whoever the hell the other biker girl is, the one with the giant hammer. I should probably like stop doing that because they're both comparable, but they're not good. And I think Jane Doe is the last thing I need, which is just better anomaly substats. But yes. But yeah, that's my own stupid issue.
Lone Syndicate yes. said Piper.
Exactly. Yep. Ooh, you're probably trying to go for Yangi. Dang, I don't know that fluff. Good luck. But I have pretty low pull. Yeah, but I mean, if you keep this streak up of you doing a handful of pulls and getting seeds, or no, Bernice, I think it was.
Raidnade said the Nekomata curse is in fact real.
Yeah, the like, what do you call it, the cat? Yeah, I've been there too. we got one of Nekomata as well. Yeah, Raid says got pretty solid electric damage because 5 slots disc for Chaos Jazz. Gotcha. Yeah. Also, finally started using my Corrin, says Lone. After building her up, she's still a fully built, but she was still putting out work and even stunned enemies and then shred their health bars.
Said for GRINN, it's the Soldier 11 curse.
Soldier 11, yeah, man. Yeah, Nekomata and Soldier. Soldier to me is worse though, because it's like not only is Soldier like a skill fucking character, but it's also like a fire character, which right now doesn't have great options, at least until Lighter comes out and shit. So it's like, what the fuck? It's just an absolute loss. Not only it's like, hey, if you get this character, you have to work harder than everybody else, but also there's not anything that enables them exponentially. So, so tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, we will continue playing Wuthering Waves, but we might split the diff a little bit and play some Wither Zenless as well. But to me, right now, on the list of things to consider for Sunday, for our like main debate on all this, is I like the idea of us doing the Elden Ring first-person thing. I think it'll be fine. Also, I'll probably have to buy the Elden Ring DLC because I feel like it's just the mod pack. I could see being like, no, this is specifically made for the whole game or whatever it is. Maybe. So that's interesting. I like the idea of us doing a VR something and streaming Skyrim VR. I think is always fun. What else could we do?
Lone Syndicate said, hopefully this doesn't happen, but I wouldn't be surprised when GRINN summons for a character engine, he ends up getting Soldier 11 engine.
How do you put that out in the world, though? It's rude. It's kind of fucked up to do. Bastard. Anyways. So those are the two, and then I also like the idea of what was it? It was when you guys mentioned. I thought it made sense. Fluff has that game we want me to try out. It's that weird game coming out of early access or whatever. It's been completely reformatted. That one I feel like we could have fun with for a week straight playing. I was debating Wukong, but I don't know if we'll be able to beat Wukong within a week. Because there is a significant amount there. If we will, it would just be the first playthrough, and that doesn't mean much.
McFlufferkin said, to be fair, Soldier 11's engine is the best all-rounder for attack rolls, if you don't have their signature.
Maybe there's that, yeah. I feel like Soldier needs something, though. Because, like, you have to value... Like, there has to be something that, like, enables her specifically, which I feel like is difficult. Because even if it does, people would still be like... A support that like specifically gives you a buff in like a weird interval or something.
Said him also very excited for 1.3 live stream as well as 1.4 drip market.
Yeah, we might check it out tomorrow as well. Like halfway through stream, pause and check out what the new big highlights were. Maybe you guys want to share me a video of like someone going through the highlights that doesn't show like their face cam and stuff like that. So it would just be a weird seeing another person's face on screen. But we can check that out tomorrow too. But yes. So right now we have 3 contenders.
Lone Syndicate said, because when I put positive vibes out in the world, Grin, it never goes well for you. So if I put negativity out there, good will happen.
Maybe we should just give up. Maybe we should just say, you know what? These games suck. I mean, I don't know why. Actually, I should say these games. Wuthering Waves actually came home pretty good for us. We still went the distance.
Said Wayfinder's got a launch week minus 10% off discount that ends on the 28th. So if you are interested, I'd get it within the next day or two.
Yeah. Remind me probably tomorrow. I'll probably do all that stuff. I don't want to prep too early, but yeah. Outside of that, there is no video this week. There might be a video this week. I might get one up last minute, but making a thumbnail always is too much, or like always takes too much time. But maybe I'll get around to it. But yes, there is a video I have made. It's a fun one. It's actually like one that I work pretty hard to not work pretty hard. It's just the one that's not just like we're playing around with VR. It's like no, here's something cool that you guys should like know about, which is neat about VR. Yeah, the live stream usually goes live pretty early in the morning for Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so we can probably see it the following day. That'd be fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I'm still a little bit under the weather, so I couldn't push it for this stream. I wish I would have streamed a little bit longer to make up for the fact that we didn't have a stream on Sunday, but hopefully we don't get worse. That's the other thing that I will say, that my family has gotten this illness, and they have said that, which is like it kind of comes back, which is shitty. Or it can come back, like for like another wave and another wave. So I hope it doesn't. But if you ever like see me like and I'm bent, I'll try to probably stream for like an hour, even if I am shitting myself. To be like, hey, it's bad again. We'll figure it out whenever we figure it out. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully I can see you once again. Appreciate the well wishes, Kat, and everybody else. But hopefully I can see you once again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We're playing. Probably doing anything. I like Wuthering Waves, but it's also I've kind of been grinding it slightly in the background. So the only things I have left are like the just top echelon of difficult things of like take this picture or like do this puzzle, and I'm like, it requires me to like pause, look up a guide real quick just to bang it out because I don't want to sit there and like rack my head around it. But yes, but I'm very excited for the month of streaming, and I hope I feel 100% by the time it happens, because I do not want to be going into it feeling shitty. But anyways. Ladies and gentlemen, hope I can see you once again tomorrow, and goodbye, my friends.